bugs, welcome back to the Badass Broadcast, where we stop playing small, heal loud, and walk boldly into our divine power. I am your host, the Queen Lady T, self-love and mindset mentor, your favorite fire starter and spiritual hype woman. And today, I am here to talk to my single mamas once again. Now, this episode is not a bash fest. It's not a pity party. It's a truth-telling, crown-polishing reminder of who the hell you are. Because I hear the whispers. I felt the side eyes. The myths that no one wants a woman with kids. The single moms are too much baggage. That we're only good for fun, not for forever. That the more kids you have, the more you should settle. Bullshit. I call bullshit. And today, we are calling this bullshit out. Every bit of it. Today, we are setting the record straight. So let's get into it. Your truth out loud. This is your kingdom. Stand up proud. Now, before we get into this episode, I need to say something, not just from my heart, but from the fire in my bones. The last episode I dropped was about strong mothers rising through the bullshit, and it took a moment to speak directly to the shame thrown at single moms. Because let's be real, we didn't get here by ourselves. I posted that clip on TikTok, expecting men to jump in with their usual nonsense, the same tired talking points, and normally I just laugh it off, but what I wasn't expecting was women. Black women, single mothers, coming for me as if I'm the enemy. So I want to get this straight right now. This podcast, this platform, it's not for debate. It's not for blame. It's for healing. Because I've done the inner work. I've walked through the shame and came out crowned. And I know there are still women out here, still single mothers who are holding their heads down, feeling like they're less than. And I'm here to help them rise, not to pull them down lower. And definitely not to debate our worth. Okay, so I'm going to play the clip from episode 16 that I posted to TikTok. All right. Let's call this shit out right here. Why are single moms still getting shamed like we chose this life as a Pinterest project? Like we woke up and said, oh my God, I'd love to raise humans solo while broke, tired, and emotionally raw. Let's do it. Like, please. People love to talk shit from the sidelines with their you should'ves and I would'ves. Like, we made babies alone. Just out here like, you know what sounds fun? Parenting 6 kids by myself while working and trying to launch a business. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. So let me say this louder for the judgmental ones in the back. We didn't choose this chaos. We just choose to rise through it. Some of us were lied to. Some of us were left. Some of us lost someone. And some of us walked away to save our damn souls. So no, I'm not here for the shame. I'm definitely not here for the comparison Olympics. Whether your ex pays child support, alimony, or you haven't heard from them since 2017. Or you got a partner in the home who doesn't lift a damn finger. Your struggle is valid. Your story matters. I see you, mama. I've been all of you. What I received was projection, straight up. Women saying, oh, we need to take responsibility. Like anyone in the clip said otherwise. Others saying this is embarrassing, always playing victim. Nobody said that. Then there was one who hopped on her high horse talking about how she was raised in a 2-parent home and as if that somehow gives her moral superiority. And then another one, we just need to use better discernment. And so I responded to one of them and I told her, you are literally the judgmental voice I was speaking about. And her reply was, Maybe so, but that's my truth. And let me tell you something, sweetie. Let me tell you all something. If your truth requires you to shame someone else, if your truth requires you to look down on another woman, that's not truth. That is your conditioning. There's a difference. That's what was put in your head by your family, your environment, your trauma, society standards. But it ain't your truth. Because truth, real soul level truth, doesn't hurt. It heals. So I say this not out of bitterness, but with clarity. This episode is not about argument. It's about alignment. It's not about judgment. It's about liberation for every mom who's been shamed, silenced, or scorned. This space is for you. Now let's start with the big one. No one wants a single mom. Where the hell did that even come from? Probably from the same wounded masculine energy that creates single mothers and then turns around to shame them for existing. Let's be real. There's a whole internet full of podcasts, panels, Twitter threads, trying to tell women with kids that they're less than, less attractive, less valuable, less worthy. And too often, we internalize that noise. We start to think, maybe they're right. Maybe I am too much. Maybe I should settle. But let me tell you something, mama. You are not too much. They're just not enough. And see, here's what they don't want you to know. There are good men out here. Men who are emotionally available. Men who are spiritually evolved. Men who see your strength as sacred, not a strike against you. Men who lead with healed masculine energy and are also in touch with their feminine energy. They're not intimidated by a woman who's raising kings and queens. They respect it. They revere it. And the ones who shame you, who tell you no one will want you because you have multiple kids or multiple baby daddies, they're often the same men creating broken homes and wounded women. The math ain't mathin', baby. But let's talk about it. Why do some men love single mothers? And why do some struggle to even respect them? The difference is often comes down to their relationship with the feminine. See, some men were raised by mothers who nurtured them, loved them, and modeled what healthy feminine energy looks like. Women who showed strength and softness. Women who taught them to value women, not for what they could offer, but for who they are. Those men, let me tell you, it shows. They move differently. They love differently. They respect differently. They don't see your kids as baggage. They see them as a reflection of your strength. They admire how you show up. They get it because they've seen it. But others, some were raised in homes where the feminine was absent, suppressed, or deeply wounded, where emotions were shut down, or moms were burnt out, bitter, or emotionally unavailable. Or maybe they only saw masculinity modeled through control, domination, or emotional coldness. And that creates wounds. Wounds they may not even realize they're carrying. So when they see a strong, self-led woman, especially one with children, it triggers something. It can feel intimidating, overwhelming, or even threatening. And then there's the other layer. Their own experience with their mother or their children. If it was toxic, traumatic, or unresolved, they may project that pain onto every single mother they meet without even knowing it. But hear me on this. Hear me on this. That's not your job to fix. That's not your weight to carry. That's not your cue to shrink. It's okay for someone to say, that's not what I want. That's their preference. But don't you dare confuse that with your value. Because the men who can see you, the men who grew up with love, with softness, with feminine energy that wasn't chaotic or abandoned, they love differently. They honor differently. They see single mothers as powerful, resilient, sacred. They understand the depth it takes to hold yourself and a family. And when that kind of man chooses you, he chooses all of you without question. And to my single moms who feel like time is ticking, options are thinning, and your standards are too high, I want to remind you, you are a sacred woman. You are not a leftover. You are not a backup plan. You are not good enough for now. You are a queen, and any man who sees you as anything less is not your assignment. There are men out here who will love you, love your children, and honor the woman you are. You do not have to shrink, settle, or silence yourself to be chosen. You are the prize. You are the partner, and you are the whole damn table. So if you needed this reminder today, let it land. Single motherhood is not your flaw. It's part of your divine initiation. You are more than enough. You are not disqualified. You are not undesirable. You are becoming even more powerful. Now, in closing, to anchor this energy, affirm with me. Take a deep breath in. Release. And repeat after me. I am a sacred woman worthy of real love. I am a magnet for healed, conscious partnerships. I do not chase, I align, and what's for me will find me. And if this episode spoke to your soul, queen, share it, post it, send it to a sister who's been doubting herself. Let's start changing the narrative, one bold, beautiful truth at a time. And if you're ready for real change, go to unstoppableBadass.me and book your free badass breakthrough session. It's 30 minutes of real talk, clarity, and getting to the truth behind what's been keeping you stuck. And if you're ready to go even deeper, to stop second guessing yourself and start moving in full alignment with your design, reach out directly to book your personal Design to Rise session, because you weren't made to blend in. You were designed to rise. Now be sure to tune in again next week as we go deeper into divine union, the wounded masculine, the sacred feminine, and how healing your inner dynamic changes everything. We're shifting from proving to embodying, from overworking to receiving, and from survival mode to soul level peace. Trust me, this one's going to be powerful. But until then, keep rising, queen. Your worth isn't up for debate. And remember, mama, you are an unstoppable badass, worthy of everything your heart desires. Let's get it.
This is the moment the spark ignites, a revolution born in the firelight. No more hiding, no playing.
Want to keep this momentum going? Here's how you can take it to the next level. Rise and thrive with my brand new Facebook community, Elevated Soul Tribe. The name has changed, the mission remains. This is your unlimited space for soulful self-love, mindset mastery, and badass transformation. Book your free badass breakthrough session, and together, let's tackle what's been holding you back. If you're loving this badass energy, consider making a donation to help keep these empowering episodes coming. If you're loving this badass energy, consider making a donation to help keep these empowering episodes coming. All right, love bug, I'll catch you in the next episode of the Badass Broadcast.
We ditch the shoulds, rewrite the script, turn every no into what we flipped. This is your space to own your truth, unleash your power, embrace your roots. No masks, no fakes, just authenticity. You're magnetic, fierce, the one to be. With every word, let your spirit soar. This is the podcast you can't ignore.